Meanwhile, everyone will be staff here. You can imagine there is no overhead cost. There is no overhead cost. If you want to buy A4 paper now for your office, it's either the director will bring money for your pocket or will the 5 year will go borrow paper. They do work. Eh? After they go say wicked work. Which kind of work is work? How you go take work? It's like a man when marry wife. In wife they hungry for inside room. Then he go come outside. Go they share money for beggars. They share money for everywhere. They go they shout, Baba Mutu, Baba Mutu. Meanwhile, there is no Mutu in him. No Mutu in him. We can just come and slave us. In fact, we regretted having him as a minister in FCT. When he come, we still say go better. Still say things go better. But we never knew the reverse is the case. Even when he come, they first tell us that he's not workers friendly. We say no, make we work, make the watcher. Because from my case, they say that they look native doctor, make it throw in oracle.
What you've seen here is a peaceful mammoth crowd of the staff of the FCT administration and the Federal Capital Development Agency, FCDA. It's long overdue. What you see here is a tip of the iceberg. And the action is long overdue. But because of the enduring spirit of the staff, we decided to be patient enough to hold our brief, hoping that one day we'll eat our porridge. But as the days go by, the situation gets worsened. We have discovered that there is no milk for human kindness that runs the vein of Dictator Wike, the FCT minister. He's callous, he's so wicked, so sadistic, he's inhuman. He takes sadistic pleasure to see mankind, anything that has two legs. We cannot have no respect for that person. The only person he respects is Tinubu. He doesn't even respect God.
That was the workers of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, protesting against the inhuman condition in which they work at the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, a city where the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Nyesom, has been acknowledged by his principal, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he has brought transformation in Abuja. But it appears that transformation is only for the contractors and not for the people of Abuja, especially the workers of the Federal Capital Territory. You saw them lamenting their condition while the contractors who build roads and bridges are smiling to the bank. In fact, one of the union leaders really took me back when he said that Tinubu fears no man nor God except President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That was something that was it was lifted from Mario Puzo's book, The Godfather. If you have read The Godfather, there is a character in The Godfather known as Luca Brasi. Mario Puzo described him in that book. He said, Luca Brasi is a man who fears no man nor God. The only person he fears in the whole world was Don Corleone, the Godfather. And I was shocked to see an FCT worker saying that Nyesom, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, fears no man nor God. The only person he fears is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And that was probably because Bola Ahmed Tinubu can sack him and take away all his privileges, which he enjoys right now. But those privileges he enjoys as minister, working for Tinubu, he has denied the workers to enjoy the privileges and the entitlements that come with the job. You see where they were lamenting. Even A4 papers, they have to buy it by themselves. No provision of anything to encourage the workforce to do their work well. They are not provided with equipment to work with. They are not paid their entitlements. They are just suffering. They said they regretted having him as their minister. Of course, it's not in their hands to determine who becomes minister. It is the president at any particular time that determines who becomes the minister, because the minister of the FCT operates at the mercy of the president, because the president is like the governor of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, who gives that power, delegated power, to the minister to operate the authority on his behalf. That's why Nyesom can sign C of O. The C of O that Nyesom, or certificate of occupancy, that Nyesom signs, he's not signing it in the name of Nyesom. He's signing it in the name of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who delegated the power under the Land Use Act to him to sign those C of O's. So, Nyesom is enjoying the privileges that come through his office, but is denying the workers of the FCT the privileges that comes or that they are entitled to in the course of doing their duty. It's not only that he's not paying them well, it is not paying their entitlements, it's also denying them the material to work with, and seem to prioritize the building of roads and bridges without building the people. That was why you can see the anger of the union leaders in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, taking him to the cleaners, despite the nice things President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been saying about Nyesom. Nyesom may have won the heart of Tinubu, but he has lost the people. And that has consequences. That has political consequences. Because don't forget that Nyesom is boasting that he's going to make sure that Tinubu wins FCT convincingly. Don't forget that in the last election, Tinubu could not even get up to 25% of the votes of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Because at the end of the day, it is not the roads, it is not the bridges that will vote for Tinubu, the vote that they were expecting to get. It's not the roads and bridges that will vote, it is the people. And the verdict of people is becoming very clear from the reaction of the workers. Don't forget that the workers of the FCT workers, they're over 50,000. And for every worker you see, he is controlling family members of about 8, 9, 10, and extended family members. When they vote in an election from their condition of service, they are not going to vote for APC. That's clear. They rejected APC very well in the last election, and they will do it again. Even in the council election coming, if Nigeria is a country where there is free and fair election, Nyesom will be afraid of antagonizing the workers. A situation where teachers have been on strike for about 4 months now, keeping children of public schools, the children of ordinary people in the FCT at home for 4 months. it has political consequences. And I know that if council election were to hold and they do it free and fair, there's no way APC can get anything. But you know, you and I know how INEC has been turned to in Nigeria today. And it's INEC that is going to conduct the election. Because if Tinubu and Nyesom Wike, they fear the people, knowing the power of the people, they will not treat them with such disdain that the workers were forced to protest in the FCT, that the teachers were to stay at home for 4 months. Healthcare workers have been on strike. Not only that, the healthcare workers who are working in the healthcare centers across FCT, they have been on strike. It means that the child cannot go to school. When he is sick, he can't even get treatment. That has political consequences. If only Nigeria is a country where we hold free and fair election. But you can see the way they operate. The reason why nobody talks about the condition of the teachers. Nobody talks about it. Only until a very dark man began to protest with school children, that even people could understand that public schools in Abuja have been on strike for about 4 months. But the contractors are never on strike. Those refurbishing the roads, refurbishing the buildings, they are never on strike. They're always paid. But teachers are not paid. Health workers are not paid. Because the people means nothing to them. Because if you fear the people, knowing that democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people, knowing the power of the people, the power of change that could come if you abuse your office, you will treat them better, knowing that on the election day, the bridges will not vote, the roads will not vote. It is the people that will vote to determine your future, your fate in government. It is unfortunate that you have a situation where the workers of the FCT will describe their minister as a dictator. You listen to them as sadistic, as inhuman, say that he takes sadistic pleasure in seeing people suffer. That is a vote loser in any sane society. And if they think they can win FCT under this condition, let us wait and see whether it is the bridges and the roads that will vote for them on the election day, or the people that will vote for them. It's unfortunate what we are witnessing in this country, and this disdain that the leaders have for Nigerians, particularly in this administration, is largely because we don't conduct free and fair election. That's why human resources, that should be the most important of all the resources, is disregarded. Human capacity is disregarded. Building human capacity. You can see the workers lamenting. No training for anybody. They don't train them. And you know that in the modern workforce, you need to train and retrain, learn and relearn, to be in a position to give your best to your organization. No training, no nothing. That's what they are complaining about. In the case of the teachers, primary school teachers, FCT couldn't even conveniently pay them 70,000 naira minimum wage. But they are paying contractors, they are paying all kinds of people. but then they forgot the real people, the workers who makes Abuja run. It is that same lack of regard for human development. That was why, according to Daily Trust report, Nyesom was said to have slashed the land of the University of Abuja. 11,000 hectares have been cut down to 4,000 hectares. That was the Trust report. What does that show? Disregard for institution that builds human capacity. Before you know it, the land they collected from the University of Abuja may be turned to housing estate for some big shots, because the welfare of the people, the capacity of the people is not of interest to them. But that ought to have been the most paramount of all. Human capacity, human welfare should be far more important than roads and bridges. Because at the end of the day, it is human beings that will use the roads and the bridges. But when you prioritize roads and bridges at the expense of the people, you are cutting for trouble, and you pay the price if the election is free and fair. Because it is the people that matters. Right now, the people of FCT, the workers, they are not smiling, they are crying, while the contractors are smiling. That is not how it's supposed to be. Both the contractors and the workers are supposed to be smiling together. I don't know what to think about the lamentation by the workers of the FCT, given the fact that Nyesom, the minister, have deprived them of the things they needed, deprived them of their welfare, but prioritize construction and refurbishment of roads and other facilities. And look at the teachers. They have been denied 70,000 naira minimum wage. They have been on strike for 4 months. 4 months. Children of the poor have been denied access to education for 4 months. What does that tell you about Nyesom and the welfare of the people working and living in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja? If you recall, not long ago, Nyesom approved the building of houses for judges, but he has not prioritized the building of houses for teachers and healthcare workers, who are really the people that need it most. How do you interpret all this kind of administration? Whatever is your position, are you on the side of the workers, or you are on the side of the contractors? Whichever side you belong to, let us hear from you. Will you vote for APC in the coming local government election? If you have a choice, if you are in a position to vote, given what the workers are passing through in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people Thank you and God bless you and yours.